Hello and welcome everybody to a special uh, webcam. As you know, always expect the unexpected at MikeySuzeFour and everything. And today we are talking about everything. We have our top 5 movies that Suzanne and I would watch over and over again because they do have everything in those movies: uh, crime, drama, comedy, action, horror, everything you can ask for. According to IMDb, these are movies that actually do contain more than 2 movie genres in them, and they're all very awesome movies. We enjoy them all. We really do. And our number 5 choice, when we get a hold of it, yeah, that'll complete all 5 films that we've seen and own, and we would watch them again and again and again. They are just that good. But we got one like already, so thank you so much. Um, I do hope this will be, hopefully, won't be the very last that we do for a while because I know Suzanne's going to try to get my phone working so I can get back to some streaming. But next week, yeah, we're going to try on Monday on my birthday to do a Facebook Live conference call to try to get some of my immediate family members. You know, my brother, one of my sisters. Uh, I don't think the other one will be able to. She'll probably be working. You know, they are like, 3 hours behind us. But I will try to get, you know, like I said, my brother Phil, Bernadette. Um, try to get Dylan on here so you guys can meet my nephew, one of my nephews. We'll try to get Charlotte here. We'll try to get, our new niece, Charlotte. We'll try to get, I think PvP doesn't really work on Mondays, so we'll try to get him, Bill is his real first name, try to get him on. We'll try to get my brother Larry on, Curtis. I think Gorilla will be working, so yeah, we won't be able to get Gorilla, but we'll try our best. We'll try to get Scott. We'll try to get Eli. Yeah, we'll just try to get a few people, and we'll talk on a conference call to wish me happy birthday. And of course, my wife will be there, Suzanne. So yeah, it's what we hope to do on Monday anyway. So there won't be any live stream or any webcam. Just it's mostly going to be relegated to Facebook. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. If anybody wants to film it on their StreamYard for us for posterity, that would be appreciated if they could. If they want to, that's totally their call. I'm not going to make that decision. Um, but anyway, let's go ahead and get to the 5. And let me pull up IMDb here so I can actually refer to the main stars of it. Oh, and today we're also mourning the death of Brett James. He wrote Jesus Take the Wheel for Carrie Underwood. He died in a plane crash at the age of 57. So another celebrity or musician or what have you has been taken unnecessarily. He died this morning. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's take a look at the first one. Oh no, not that. There we go. Okay. All right. So number 5 on our list, plus which is also the most recent on our list, is Weapons. This movie came out this year in 2025. It features Julia Garner, who's been in a few movies lately. Josh Brolin, of course, who played Thanos in Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War before that. And it also features a very old but very cool Amy Madigan as the witch. We call her the witch in this film. Okay. Now, this movie has 6 different genres. It has dark comedy, it has psychological horror, it has supernatural horror, it has witch horror. Witch horror, yeah. Then regular horror, and then it's a mystery. It was directed by Zach Krieger, spelled Cregger. And according to, also, as I said, it featured Julia Garner, Josh Brolin, and Alden Ehrenreich was also in it, along with Amy Madigan as the witch. Okay. Now, like I said, besides the multiple genres and being that it was such a good horror film, it really was, the basic plot was that the witch comes into town and manages to get away with saying that she's an aunt, that knows people and, knows a family, but then gets them all hypnotized and set to kill. Um, you know, and we also find out that besides being a witch, she is sort of a succubus. She saps the life force from people. She kidnaps all. She kidnaps 17 of the children in town, and unfortunately, one of those children is father Josh Brolin, and another one from Julia Garner, and they have to go find out what happened. And I don't want to spoil the rest of it for you. If you get a chance to see it, I would recommend it. It's highly hilarious. But we did an experiment. I'm going to explain this real quick. Now, there's a scene where Amy Madigan, the witch, is running away from the kids. Apparently, someone was able to infiltrate and find out how she does these things, of how she takes control. This guy figured it out. He's a young kid, whatever. He breaks the spell. Amy is, excuse me. Amy is on the run. Now, there is a scene, and there's this guy who is mowing the lawn. He looks up, and here goes Amy Madigan running by him in the distance with 17 children following behind. They blast through doors, they blast through fences, they go through a couple of houses just to get to this woman to tear her apart. And we did an experiment. We started to use the song from Benny Hill theme, the Benny Hill theme song, which was played. It's called Yakety Sax, Yakety, and then Sax. I'm not sure of the conductor that does it, but it was, the original artist that wrote it or composer. But it is so appropriate. And what we did was my wife combined the Yakety Sax theme song with the moments where Amy Madigan is being, trying to be chased by these 17 children that she originally kidnapped. And now they're all coming to get revenge in hypnotized fashion, in a zombie like fashion, out for blood. And it's hilarious. It truly is. And if you're able to do this your experiment yourself, give it a shot. Just take it from where the kids wake up. Basically, they're broken of their spell, but now they're in a rampage, and now they're going to go after her. So start from that point. Start playing the theme song from Benny Hill, and it will just drive you nuts. It'll make you laugh hilariously. And little movie perp, if you're watching this, try this experiment yourself, and let's see if you can put it into a meme. It is fantastically hilarious. It truly is. Yeah, so let's see how Weapons is doing. I always like to check. Let's see here. Well, so far, over 143,000 people, and it's gained a little bit of popularity, have given it a 7.6 out of 10, so you can basically round that up to an 8. So, yeah, a B grade. And I mean, it's better than a B grade. I mean, like I said, Suzanne and I loved it. It's 2 hours and 8 minutes, so it is 8 minutes over the 2 hour time frame that PvP and some other friends in our community don't quite like. They like to have something under 2 hours. And like I said, I'll read you the basic plot. It says, when all but one child from the same class mysteriously vanish on the same night at exactly the same time, a community is left questioning who or what is behind their disappearance. It's so awesome. Yeah. And so far, it says it has had one nomination for an award, probably a sci-fi award or something. And the narrator herself, Scarlett Cher, yeah, she's actually a pretty good lady. Yeah, she's done some other stuff herself in life. So, and Carrie Christopher plays Alex. Yeah, he does a great job of playing Alex in this thing. So, yeah. All right. So that's the first one. That is number 5, called Weapons from 2025. Okay. All right, our next one on our list is number 4. And of course, this one is a Christmas holiday classic instantly. And if you look at the cast that's involved, David Harbour as Santa Claus, John Leguizamo was the head of a terrorist organization. Beverly D'Angelo, who reappears. She's still a pretty good actress, and she's the matriarch of a company, and it's Christmas Eve over at grandma's house, and of course a young white man who's married to a young African American or black woman, and then they have a black daughter, black child, and she's very precocious, but she's also very intelligent. And well, I'll go ahead and let you know about it here real quick. We got 2 likes. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead and take a look at this next movie. It's called Violent Night, and there are rumors that there could be a sequel to it. So we'll take a look at that. And I'm trying to do this before we get, before Gorilla does his Walton stream tonight. Yeah, there it is. Violent Night 2. It's going to come out next year with David Harbour and Kristen Bell. Very sweet. Can't wait for that to come out. Okay. And of course, Suzanne and I will definitely go see it. Okay. All right. Violent Night came out in 2022. Now, this was put into production during the pandemic or before the pandemic. And then because of the pandemic, keeping movies down, for a little while, it was in hiatus. So we had to wait for it to come out. But it did come out in 2022, and it says you better watch out. And it was in, Violent Night. Okay, get this. Now, the director was Tommy Wirkola, and Pat Casey and Josh Miller wrote it. It is a dark comedy. It's a holiday comedy, a one-person army action, comedy, holiday, and a thriller. That's 7 movie genres in one. That is pretty sweet. Okay, the basic plot is when an elite team of mercenaries breaks into a family compound on Christmas Eve, a disgruntled Santa Claus must take them out to save both the hostages and his holiday. It is so wonderful. David Harbour playing Santa Claus is fantastic. There's this line where he says, Prancer is so unprofessional, because Prancer actually decides to take a shit on top of a person's roof. And, of course, he's Santa Claus, so why would he allow that, right? But he says, I can't stay angry at you guys. He did get my spare hammer. He has this big hammer. What we find out about Santa Claus is actually he comes from Vikings. He is a Viking warlord back in the day, and then he was converted to peace and converted to sweet and harmony and Christmas, by the original St. Nicholas. So he's been converted, and now he's been the Santa Claus for centuries. And, John Leguizamo messed with the wrong holiday figure there, so playing the terrorist leader. And, of course, Beverly D'Angelo. Also, I wanted to mention, let's see here, a couple other people in the movie. All right. So Jason, who is Beverly D'Angelo's original son, was played by Alex Hassel. Linda, his wonderful African-American wife, is played by Alexis Louder. Alva is Edie Patterson. Cam Gigandet, or Giganday, plays Morgan Steele, the other son. And Leah Brady is Trudy. Leah Brady is the young African-American daughter who enlists the aid of Mr. Claus, or, Mr. St. Nicholas. So very cool. Chris Kringle, Mike Dopood, he's in there. And there's a lot of good people in this movie. And it became, for me and Suzanne, an instant holiday classic. So every Christmas, we're going to definitely rewatch this film. It is too insane, but it's like real perfect for us. Recently it has lost some popularity. It's got a 6.7 out of 10. So some people rounded up would be an actual C. No, it's an A grade for us. We love it. All the action, all the humbleness, all the joy of the season, but mixed with a lot of horror, a lot of action. It's just perfect for us. 115,000 people had voted that, the 6.7 out of 10. But for us, it's top five. It's in number four position with a solid uh, hammer strike and a perfect shit from one of the wonderful original reindeer. So, all right. So that's number four with a bullet. All right, let's take a look. And we got 3 likes. Thank you, thank you. Nobody's talking in the chat. That's okay. No worries. Okay, so number 3 is a really odd film. It's called Don't Blink. And it's basically a bunch of middle young adults who go find, they're running out of gas and they're going to go find this resort they heard about online. And it's in the middle of nowhere, up in the mountains, surrounded by a lake. And it's in Colorado somewhere, I'm guessing, because at the very beginning of the film, they play John Denver's old movie, Take Me Home Country Roads, and Colorado. Oh, Rocky Mountain High. I'm sorry. Yeah, but they also play Take Me Home Country Road somewhere in the movie. But they start out with Rocky Mountain High with Colorado, and yeah, it's wonderful. It is. Um, and it features Brian Austin Green, Mina Savari, and Zach Ward. So let's take a look at that one real quick. There it is. All right, Don't Blink came out in 2014. It's unrated, so it's gonna be a lot of horror and everything related. Like I said, it features Mina Savari, Brian Austin Green. It features Joanne Kelly, and who plays Claire. Brian plays Jack. Mina plays Tracy, and Zach Ward plays Alex. It is good. It is very good. And let's see. The sheriff is played by Boots Sutherland. Robert Picardo, who played the EMH in Voyager, does appear as a man in black, or the man in black, here in this film at the end, towards the end. I don't want to ruin the end scene for you. Okay, this has 5 genres in it. It has fantasy, horror, mystery, sci-fi, and thriller. 10 people arrive at a secluded mountain resort to find it completely deserted. With no gas for the return trip, the visitors are forced to stay and investigate the mystery surrounding the abandoned lodge. It was directed by Travis Oates. It was also written by Travis Oates. So it was done very well. Now, I do have to warn you, at the very end, there's this weird-ass song in the credits. It's crazy credits, but it has a song at the end. You know what I would do after you watch her final, whatever happens to her, because I don't want to ruin it. Some people should still want to see it. Don't blink, you might be next, is what it says on the cover of the DVD. Yeah, just don't listen to the credit. Don't watch the credits or the movie's song at the end. It's weird as fuck. But yeah, it's a good movie, and we rated it number 3 because we enjoy the fact that people start disappearing. That's why they find the abandoned lodge in the beginning. People have disappeared for whatever reason. They can't find them, they can't see them, can't do anything. And then, of course, each one of those 10 people that came to the lodge start to disappear themselves until it's down to one left. And wait till you see the twist ending. It's very cool. Like I said, features Robert Picardo in a brief moment as a man in black. So yeah, definitely take a look at it. Very low score though. I mean, over 7,600 people have seen it, and they rated a 4.9 out of 10. So it's to them it's like a D grade, or not even close to a D grade. I don't know why. Suzanne and I love it because the fact that everybody's starting to disappear without a trace. You don't know where they are, don't know where they went to. It's just bizarre. And even one guy comes back for whatever reason, then he disappears again. Weird. But yeah, don't blink. I mean, it's a literally it's a great movie, and it does last an hour and 32 minutes, so it's not very long. Not even close to 2 hours. So you guys and girls really should enjoy it. It's actually pretty good psychological fare. Alrighty. So that's number 3 in our list. Hello, Mike Seha, and greetings. Welcome, welcome there, Mike Seha Live. He says, I sent you a DM on Facebook. Did you check your inbox? I haven't looked yet, sir, but I will take a look after I'm done here today. And thank you for sending that. Yeah, I'll take a look. Um, hmm. Yeah, right now I can't do much. This is really all I can do, Mike, is just involving webcams, and I really don't want to do a lot more until we get my phone fixed in the next few days. Um, yeah, so I can't do any streaming or live in the way of live streaming or podcasts or anything right now. I'm kind of behind. So yeah, and it said my Google account was in danger, so I need to go ahead and get that fixed before anything else is done. But I appreciate you being here, Mike. It's very cool for you to be here right now for us. Yeah, we're just about done with this list. We have 2 more movies to go through, and it's just a quick one. These are our top 5 movies where we liked everything in them, every single one of the movie genres mentioned. And if they have more than 2, it was very good. So, but some people didn't like these movies. I don't know. Can't explain it. But yeah, I will. I will take a look at my DM later on there, Mike. Definitely will, and check the inbox. I will, sir. I will. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our second favorite film, which is The Cabin in the Woods. There it is. Okay, this came out in 2011. It's only an hour and 35 minutes long, R-rated, of course. And it featured Kristen Connolly and Chris Hemsworth and Anna Hutchison. It also featured Bradley Whitford, among others. It was directed by Drew Goddard, and the script was written by Drew and Joss Whedon, who used to do Buffy the Vampire Slayer, among other things. This has, let's see, it's a conspiracy thriller, a monster horror, a psychological horror, a slasher horror, a supernatural horror, a suspense mystery, a teen horror, a werewolf horror, and mystery. Isn't that awesome? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different movie genres for this thing. Now you know why Suzanne and I rated it number 2. We love this film. Let's see. We could always watch it. It's won 20 awards, 20 wins, and it's got 34 total nominations. So yes, it's very good in the horror genre. As I mentioned, Kristen Connolly plays Dana, Chris Hemsworth plays Kurt, Hannah Hutchison plays Jules, Fran Kranz comes in as Marty the Stoner, who actually saves Dana, but I won't say how, because I think you folks should see it. Bradley Whitford plays Hadley, who is one of the guys in a national secret organization, which is the NSA, basically. Richard Jenkins joins him as Siderson, and then there's Jesse Williams, who plays Holden, and who's their African American friend of Chris's character Kurt, and then Brian White, who plays Truman, who is also an African American actor. So it's very good. Also, in a brief cameo appearance, we have the alien queen herself, Sigourney Weaver, who shows up as the director of the place. So, very cool. Yeah. Okay, so this is one of those that you really should just listen to others and get a chance to watch it yourself, because if we start to talk about it and go into more detail of the plot and everything else, all it does is it makes things confusing, and then you may or may not want to see it. But I would recommend highly from both of us that you go see it. It does have a straight up 7.0 out of 10, so a C grade. That's not bad. 479,000 people and more have rated it. Suzanne and I give it a straight up A because we think it's fantastic, and Here's the question: what happens when they find out? When these teenagers find out, or young adults, when they find out that this place is not what it's supposed to be, and when they expose it, what happens from there? And is there a darker secret which covers these places? So yeah, it's plus I will recommend to you the Hollywood Squares esque maze, which has every single horror film monster in its cadre, and you really should check that out because I mean you're going to be blown away by it. It's one of the best scenes in the film. So yeah, it's very cool. The Cabin in the Woods. All right, before we reveal our number one choice, we also do have Mr. Curtis Selby, our brother there, the voice of Northern Oklahoma. He says howdy to MikeySuzeFour and Mike Seha. Welcome, Brother Curtis. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you both. Oh, and if you're concerned about the the top fans ratings here, Mike is in number one place and Curtis number two. So whoever comes in after you, Curtis is number three. And like I said, we still do have 6 likes here. We got 3 people still watching. So awesomely cool. All right. So, Curtis, before you came in, let's go ahead and do a recap of our top 5 movies which feature everything that you could want in a movie. Multiple genres, more than 2. Everything qualifies for us in these films. It's just fantastic. Okay, so number 5 was from 2025, Weapons. Number 4 was from 2022. That's Violent Night. Number 3 is Don't Blink from 2014. And of course, number 2 here is The Cabin in the Woods from 2011. So, all fantastic films for us. And these are definitely 4 movies that Suzanne and I would want to watch again and again and again. They're just that good for us. Okay, and I would recommend them too to every one of you out there. Give them a shot, at least one viewing. You'll never go back if you love them. Yeah, you'll keep going back and watching more and more. Yeah, every time. Or you'll pick them out for a certain period of time of the year and then watch them then. So, yeah. I say for Cabin in the Woods and Don't Blink, that's Halloween for us every year. We'll watch those two if we get a chance to watch them again. Violent Night will be perfect for, holiday time, for Christmas time. And then both Weapons and this movie at number 1, we could watch any time of the year. And it's still really good. And we own them both. Well, we don't own Weapons yet, but we will. We'll get a hold of that eventually. But we do own this number 1 film. And that, of course, is ta-da-da, big drum roll, Deadpool and Wolverine. Greatest film ever made in a superhero genre. It's made the most money. It's 2 anti-heroes in both Deadpool and Wolverine from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's just fantastic. It's just so good. And let's go ahead and take a look at it real quick. I think there is everything that's been said about it. It is the best Deadpool of all 3. And that came out last year, 2024. Okay. Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine, 2 hours and 8 minutes long, straight up R, as you know. Right now, over 528,000 people have seen it, and they, to give their ratings on IMDb, and so far it's a 7.5 out of 10. So it's about a C plus to a B minus. So it's getting close. It would go close to a B straight up. Of course, Suzanne and I bought it, so we love it. We'll watch it anytime we get a chance. We get bored. It is fantastically good. We gave it a straight up A plus. I think it's wonderful. And here you go. We got buddy comedy, dark comedy, raunchy comedy, superhero, action, adventure, comedy, and sci-fi. So let's see. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It has 8 movie genres. Now, Deadpool is offered a place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe by the Time Variance Authority, or the TVA, but instead recruits a variant of Wolverine to save his universe from extinction. This was directed by Sean Levy, Ryan Reynolds, Rhett Reese, and Paul Warnick all were writers for this. Of course, it features just among the cast, you got Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. Hugh Jackman, of course, returns as Wolverine in the awesome yellow spandex jumpsuit with the helmet and everything. And then Emma Corrin comes in. So let's see here. Of course, Emma plays Cassandra Nova, who is the sister of Dr. Xavier from the X-Men. And of course, Logan Hugh and Ryan Wade. Matthew McFadden comes in as Mr. Paradox from the Time Variation Authority. John Favreau returns as Happy Hogan. Morena Baccarin as Vanessa. Oh, she makes it, she would make any man want to be with her, in this case. We knew her from V The Return. She came back in the V reboot as the young daughter of Jane Bowler's V Queen. And so she's awesome in this. Leslie Uggams comes back as Blind Al. I love Leslie Uggams. And you do have a few, and Rob Delaney, who was Peter with no superpowers, but he's back. Okay, and of course he did have Henry Cavill appear. He was the Cavalrine. He steps out of his Superman persona for this. Chris Evans comes back as Johnny Storm and gets fried. You have Jennifer Garner, who makes an appearance as Elektra. Channing Tatum, who comes in as Gambit. Wesley Snipes returns as Blade, and I went ape shit when I saw Wesley Snipes come on screen. I said, holy fuck. I said, I was so happy he came back because, I watched the first 3 Blade movies, all the way through Trinity, and I was like, okay, Blade is a specific member of the Marvel Universe and kills, vampires and everything like that. And yet we didn't see him for the longest time. Then he comes back, and I was just so freaking happy about that. Alrighty. And one of the other great parts about this film is when there's an attack, an unprovoked attack by several Deadpool-esque characters from other dimensions, because we are talking about the multiverse in this case. He has Blake Lively, his wife, and 2 of his kids both appear, even his baby son appear as Deadpools. And I think that's so awesome. I mean, having his whole family involved in the film. It's just great. I mean, every part of it is fantastic. And like I said, this just came out last year. Let's see. I'm always curious. So let's see how much is how much is it worth right now? So let's see. I don't want to talk about comics. It's in the way you word it. Otherwise, it's like, you know. So we'll take a look at that right now. Uh, let's see. That's not telling me the whole story. Let's just hold on just a second. And I appreciate all of you being here tonight. Deadpool and Wolverine box office update. Okay, so its total gross is $1.029 billion, and it's only the second U.S. R-rated movie to achieve this feat. So right now, its total gross is $1.029 billion. It's already surpassed the box office totals of both Deadpool and Deadpool 2, making it the 11th MCU film to reach this milestone. The film's record-breaking performance includes being the biggest R-rated opening ever and the sixth highest opening ever domestically. It has also set records for the highest grossing opening weekend in 2024 and is among the highest grossing films of all time. That is so awesome. Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine. So, proves to you guys, you definitely should go see this film if you haven't already. Okay. And hello, Curtis from MikeySuzeFour. Very cool. Yes, we got 7 likes already, and we got 3 people that are still watching. So very cool. You guys are wonderful. Thanking you specifically, Brother Curtis and Brother Mike. Thank you both for being here for us. Uh, yeah, we'll just have a couple more minutes and then we'll get going. The PvP says hi to Santa. A bit early for you to appear. Aren't you cute, PvP? Also, our brother PvP from British Columbia there. Welcome, welcome there, PvP. So, Mike, Curtis, and Bill, thank you for all being here for me and for us tonight. Um, I don't think I'll be there for Gorilla's thing tonight there. I'm sorry to say, PvP. We're still having an issue with my phone, and now I found out that my Google account has been penetrated. Penetration. Penetration. No, it's been compromised. So I'm really at this point. I need to find out what to do. I might have to get rid of my entire YouTube and everything else and start over fresh. It's unfortunate, but I might have to. I'm not really looking forward to that. I really am not looking forward to anything else at this point. So I'm very depressed right now. I may not show it. I may not show it on my face, but I'm very depressed right now. And of course, my birthday is coming up in 3 days. I'm turning 60 for Christ's sake. And what am I going to do? Well, I'm just going to celebrate it with my beautiful wife. And we're going to try for a Facebook conference call just to see if we can get a hold of anyone and celebrate with them. Any word of Gorilla is doing Waltons. Honest to goodness, I don't know, PvP. He was saying he was going to do it. I haven't heard anything otherwise, but I can't be there. So, just tell him so. Oh, that sucks, Mikey. Yeah, it does. I don't know how it became compromised, but apparently that homeless man created more damage than he did. And well, even though the film, or even though the phone he stole is probably gone by now, because we assumed, and we assumed correctly, that he wasn't able to find a charger, he wasn't able to get it going, so he threw it away somewhere, and it's probably more than destroyed by now. I hope. Anyway, it should be. But yeah, but according to what I read in my Google account, it's been compromised. So I need to find out what to do. That's basically it. Um, Shoot, I don't know. Maybe I can ask LDG for help. Maybe he can help me. I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow I might consult him and see what happens. Because I want to change. I want to change the phone number. I want to get rid of all the stuff in there, other than what I have for, you know, um, I just want to be able to get back to being able to StreamYard again, without any repercussions. So, Yeah, maybe I'll check with LEG tomorrow. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, I know Suzanne's going to try to take care of the phone next week. Maybe I should just wait till next week, see what she can do with that, and then if that doesn't work, then we'll see what LDG can do because he did help me in the past. So you know, we'll see. Yeah, thank you, PvP. You're right. Yeah, that does suck. I'm really not happy person right now. But anyway, gonna drink some of my non-sugar Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Mm, that's good stuff, by the way. Okay, so again, like I said, we got 7 likes. We got 5 people watching. This is totally cool. And like I said, I want to thank PvP for also appearing here in the chat along with Curtis and Mike. Seha from Sweden, and Curtis from the voice of Northern Oklahoma, my brother there. Lizzie. Hi, Lizzie. Lizzie Armstrong from Australia. Yeah, you just caught us on the tail end, hun. We're almost done. Yeah. I have to still keep going through my like list, my liked videos list to go through and get it down. Both Raquel, SSG 2211, and Larry of Beers of Adventures highly recommended that I go ahead and cut out all of my playlists and get it down to just the ones that concern my two YouTube channels, Warlord Fade and then this one, MikeySuzeFour. And I said, yeah, makes totally perfect sense. Yeah, to cut out all the extra moral. Lizzie says, hi, beautiful people. Good to see you, Lizzie. Curtis, check your dark shadows on Facebook. Okay, yeah, check that. Lizzie says, oh, a typo. I've been watching uh, doing kitchen work. Doing chicken? No, I'm sorry. I misread that myself. Okay, so you were doing kitchen chores. Okay, that's awesome. So I hope everything's going well with you, Lizzie. It's also great to have Lizzie here as part of the chat. Thank you, Liz. Lizzie. Suzanne is resting right now. She had a busy afternoon. She had to go and get us some extra stuff, and we're gonna have a good dinner tonight, and some pork chops and boneless pork chops and some cheddar rice. Some good stuff tonight. Food would be good, sure. Suzanne, love and notes and everything. That's very cool. And prayers up. Thank you, Lizzie. Thank you for that. Okay, so our top 5 movies, as I said, from number 1 being Deadpool and Wolverine, to number 2 being The Cabin in the Woods, to number 3 being Don't Blink, to number 4 being Violent Night, and number 5 being Weapons. So all fantastic films, movies, like I said, that Suzanne and I would go back and see again and again and again. They were freaking hilarious, but they all had special meaning in our heart to us, horror wise, Christmas time wise, scary movie wise, superhero wise, in the way of Deadpool and Wolverine being anti heroes. It was just fantastic. And Lizzie does say hello to Mike, Curtis, Cassie, and of course PvP. Thank you, Lizzie, for doing that. Okay, I'm going to take my glasses off here. And while it's a beautiful sunset going on outside, we'll just say a quick prayer. So, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, dear Lord, thank you for all the wonderful people here in the chat and for all of our wonderful family extended members that we have in the MikeySuzeFour universe. We do have over 315 wonderful family members that subscribe to our channel. And remember, they're not just subscribers, they're not just subscriptions, but they are people we care about and people we do love and support and prayers and hugs and everything. So, Lord, keep us all safe in your grace. All of us, along with our family members that we have, all of our nieces and nephews, grandpas, grandmas, aunts and uncles, everybody we know. Keep us all safe in your love, Lord. And always have your Son, Jesus Christ, and his wonderful mother, who was born without sin, the Blessed Holy Virgin Mary, to keep us safe and from the evil one. And of course, the Holy Spirit to give us the chance to know the difference between good and evil. And we also ask our patron saints, Saint Suzanne for my wife, and Saint Michael the Archangel I was named after, who protected heaven, who protects heaven at this very moment, is to the other side of Father God, and he sent Lucifer and all the terrible fallen angels to hell. So, with all this, we ask and pray in your name, Lord. Amen and amen. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. So this video is dedicated to everybody here today and to everyone else in our growing family of MikeySuzeFour on the YouTube channel. So make sure also that everybody here does support one another, that you go to their channel, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell, that rainy deeny, this thing right here. Yeah, make sure you go there and hit all notifications so that you'll be notified of when they have future webcams, podcasts, and hopefully for us, when we can get it back, we'll have our StreamYards, to come back and we'll be able to do some wonderful live streams there in the future, hopefully. So, there's a lot going on these next 4 months, so the mysteries I might have to put again on hold, and I apologize for that, but right now there's a lot else going on. I'm worried about Larry every day, because Larry is still going through his problems. I'm also worried about my beautiful wife, Suzanne, because she's going to have to get both of her knees replaced, and she's going to have to get her shoulder worked on, her right shoulder, because she does have tendonitis there. So, so when she gets her knees worked on, I'm going to have to, she gets the first one and the second one, I have to help her out more, and I'm fine with that. If it keeps me away from the computer, if it keeps me away from doing other stuff, then so be it. I'll have to help my wife out. She's going to need all the help she can get. It's hard enough for her to walk around now, but once she gets those knees replaced, it's going to be even more difficult. So there will be a lot more problems going on. But we'll get through it. We always do. Suzanne and I are a tight couple. We're like this. We're bonded. And we have 2 beautiful cats in Moonpie and Deja Vu to get us through the day. So it's always good. Lizzie says 9:30 a.m. Saturday morning. Well, it's wonderful to see you here this early in the morning, Liz. And Curtis says howdy to Pleasant Valley Picker. And of course, Curtis says howdy to Lizzie. And Lizzie Armstrong has prayers up for Larry and the family. Thank you. Thank you, Lizzie. That means a lot. Also, let's say some prayers for Jay Aldridge, and his wonderful his wonderful partner who had to change her name, to Leanna. So for Jay and Leanna, please, let's get some prayers out there to them over there in Louisiana. Let's also get some prayers out for Jason and his partner Nikki over there in Michigan. And, let's be there for Charlie Kirk's family on Sunday when Gorilla wants to do a live simulcast, a podcast of the Charlie Kirk Memorial Service for his wife Erica and both of his 2 young children there over in Glendale, Arizona. That's coming up this Sunday afternoon. So Gorilla knows the time, so make sure that if you want to come by, pay your respects to Charlie Kirk's family, that you do that there. Also, Lizzie says, hey, Curtis, and Oklahoma. Yeah, Oklahoma, where the wind goes sweeping down the plain. Yeah. I love that. Oh, by the way, red, white, and poutine. I think this is my shirt from Suzanne got me a couple of T-shirts for Canada. One is proud to be a Canadian, and this one is red, white, and poutine because poutine is the big meal here in Canada. with all the cheese curds and the French fries and the gravy and whatever else you want to throw on there. It's awesome stuff. Alrighty, and Brother Curtis says, okay, guys, gonna try to get my backyard done. All right, Curtis. Well, we're about done here anyway ourselves, so thank you so much, Curtis. So, I want to thank Lizzie Armstrong from Australia. I want to thank Curtis Selby from Oklahoma. I want to thank PvP from British Columbia. And I want to thank MikeySuzeFour from Sweden. You all are awesome. You're great people. I'm glad you were here this evening, late evening, for my last minute show. I wanted to do one last list. That is the top 5 movies that has everything that we watch all the time. We can watch more than once. Hey, red and white, LOL. Yeah, exactly. And as I said, when our chats get really busy, okay, Lizzie says me to outdoor work in garage. There you go. Yeah, yeah. We've done some cleaning ourselves here too. There's Mike say, huh? Thanks, Mike. He was first in the box today. Okay. So as we always say around here at MikeySuzeFour, always expect the unexpected, as I always say in life and in everything. Um, and then of course, Suzanne, who says leave everything in God's hands. It's a great bit of piece of advice. And of course, our brother Larry, who says, always be yourself. Don't try to be anything else you're not. Just be yourself, which is great. And finally, Gene Siskel, who said, and now the aisle's closed, and I thank him. All those years that I watched him in Siskel and Ebert at the movies, he was my favorite nerd. So, yeah. Take care, all. Take care on the yard there, Curtis and Cassie. Yeah, be careful out there, Curtis. And Lizzie with her wonderful emojis. Thank you, Lizzie. Okay, so God bless America. God bless Canada. God bless the UK. God bless the rest of this wonderful world we live in. Travel with Lisa MH, also known as Lisa Hogan, one of our best friends from the UK. We hope we get to see you in the next few months. I know you said you were coming down in October sometime here to Toronto, so hopefully we can get together, have a day together, have some lunch, enjoy ourselves in our company. We love you, Lisa. You are one of our adopted sisters in the world, and we love your dad too in Suffolk. So all the love and praises to your whole family out there. Okay, and remember, God bless the world we live in. You know, make sure you take care of it. Let's become the stewards of the world so we can pass this along, this beautiful earth and all of its resources and its wonderful views and its wonderful landscapes and everything around the world to our future generations so they get a chance to enjoy it. Let's pray for world peace. From now on, every single day, I want you folks to set aside 30 seconds. That's all I suggest. Set aside 30 seconds. Say, God, I pray for world peace. God, I pray for world peace. Yeah, I pray for world peace. God. Please, God. Just say, please, God, I pray for world peace. 7 words that you have to say in your quick prayer. 30 seconds is all I suggest. I'm not forcing this on anybody, but if you would like to do something for 30 seconds by yourself, anywhere you're at, or however, or what you're doing, just say, please, God, I pray for world peace. And that's all you have to say. If you want to add amen, you can do that too. But I would probably just say, go ahead and say those 7 words and you should be fine. You should be fine. Okay. So everybody here, take good care of yourselves. And on behalf and peace from MikeySuzeFour, on behalf of me, my beautiful wife Suzanne, and our beautiful cats Moon Pie and Deja Vu, everybody take care of yourselves. We love you very much. And we say all the prayers for your families and everyone around the world. Hopefully everybody is going to have a good rest of this year. Hopefully there won't be any more tragedies for the next 4 years, or excuse me, for the next 4 months. Well, maybe 4 years after that. Yeah, who knows? Whatever is happening in this world, let's hope that we can always have a good one, and no more pain, no more suffering. So, all right. Well, everybody, take care. We'll see you next time on MikeySuzeFour when we have our phone issues resolved and everything else is taken care of. And hopefully, the next time we can do a special live stream so that we can have some of our best friends and family, extended members to be there for us as we have a gathering of all of our wonderful members in this community. So take care, everyone. And oh, by the way, if you want to wish me a happy birthday, go ahead and do so right through Facebook. Those that know me and know Suzanne very intimately, please send me all the possible Facebook happy birthdays you can. Send happy birthdays if you want right to my community section of the MikeySuzeFour channel, and I'll look forward to seeing those. And Mike, yeah, I will take a look at your DM later. Thank you for sending me something. I'm appreciating that. I will then once again take care, everyone. We'll see you next time on MikeySuzeFour. And remember, stay safe out there. It is a rough ass world.